Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Racha Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto you brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity. And also I want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And the name of this lesson is going to be, but rather that ye may prophesy. And I got this quote from the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, and verse 1. And I wanted to read 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 1 to verse 5, and just break it down through the Spirit. And I hope and pray that you brothers and sisters out there are edified. So starting here in 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, and 1, it says, follow after charity and desire spiritual gifts, but rather that ye may prophesy. And this is unto the brothers who are preaching the gospel, man, who have been called into the faith to preach the gospel. It's beautiful to follow after charity because it tells you in the 13th chapter that charity never faileth, man. It's greater than faith and hope. Because the time is coming to where we won't have to hope or have faith, man. The Lord is going to be present with us. But charity never faileth. Okay, so Paul said, follow after charity. That's beautiful. All right. It says, and desire spiritual gifts. Right? Paul speaks about the spiritual gifts in in chapter 12. All right, excuse me. About, a discerning the spirits, or speaking with tongues, healings, different gifts, man. It's a beautiful thing. It says, but rather that ye may prophesy. But rather that you may prophesy, brother, you need to be doing the work. The work is very important in our times, man. Just as charity and spiritual gifts. You can't put the work last, okay, like it ain't nothing. Or approach it like it's not nothing. No, this is a heavy thing, man. If you've been called to fellowship with your Yahweh, brother, in this gospel, in this ministry, you need to be working and prophesying, man. The Apostle Paul took doing the work very serious. When him and Barnabas in the book of Acts got into it, it was about Mark not doing the work. It wasn't about Mark not having charity or Mark not being a brother. It was because Mark wasn't doing the work, so Paul said no. But see, Barnabas wanted to bring Mark along with them to do the work. Paul said, no, this fella ain't been working. I don't want him around me. And it got so heated between Paul and Barnabas that they had to split up and go separate ways because Paul wasn't going for that, man. And I see why the Apostle Hart where he is today, okay? The Apostle Hart always talking about doing that work, man, prophesying. He always talking about that, man, being on fire for the Lord. You got to do that work, man. You got to be prophesying. Stop making excuses, man. Stop being lukewarm. You have this understanding, brother. You need to be preaching. Verse 2 says, for he that speaketh in an unknown tongue speaketh not unto men, but unto the Most High. For no man understandeth him, howbeit in the spirit he speaketh mysteries. And this is talking about, speaking in another language, okay? Not in that gibberish that you hear your grandma and them saying, and your aunties and them in the Christian church. That's not speaking in tongues, man. That's a bunch of gibberish that Negroes been doing since they came over here to the Americas. Talking about this the Holy Ghost. Stop it, okay? Speaking in tongues is talking about speaking in another language that can be translated and interpreted. Okay? Nobody in the Christian church has interpreted that dribble jabble dooble dabble dooble dabble. Nobody has interpreted that, man. You niggas sound like what's my boy name from man, what's that movie? I mean, that a cartoon called the Wild Thornberries with 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 old boy on there. But anyway, man, it says verse 3. It says, "But he that prophesied speaketh unto men to edification and exhortation and comfort." And we need that in these times, man. But you got to be preaching. How you expect the brother to be edified if you ain't preaching? How you expect the brother to be exhorted in the spirit, man, if you ain't preaching? To be comforted if you're not preaching, man. Brother, you got to be preaching. That is your duty. Until Jerusalem is a praise in the earth, you need to be preaching, man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It says, "He that speaketh in an unknown tongue edified himself, but he that prophesied edified the church." You need to be prophesying so that brothers can be edified, man. The apostles always going hard. Okay, the top elders out there, the bishops, always going hard preaching the gospel, man. They set an example. Showing us the path of how to be in this truth, man. Always doing their work. Ain't no days off. The apostles always working, man. Always putting up videos. And look, if you're a brother, all right, in this thing, okay, the Apostle Hart said, look, if you got 6 months under your belt, look, man, you need to be working. He said, what was it? He said 6 months to a year, brother, you need to be working. Now, granted, your work not gonna be the same as a brother, who been in 5, 10, 15 years. But at least you're doing something. Do something for your Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Don't be going 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 days, and you ain't did nothing for the Lord. What's wrong with you, bro? You need to be doing the work, okay? It says, verse 5, "I would that ye all spake with tongues, but rather that ye prophesy." This is what the Lord is saying through the Apostle Paul, man. The Lord wants you to be preaching, okay? No excuses, man. It says, "For greater is he that prophesied than he that speaketh with tongues, except he interpreted, that the church may receive edifying." So, hey, brother, follow after charity. Desire spiritual gifts, but you need to be preaching. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, brother. Put forth that effort, man. We at the end. You want to go out for the Lord, man. All out for your Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? So that you can be confident when this thing really go down, man. Knowing that you have did everything that the Lord has required of you, brother. Has put within you, bro. You know your measure in you, brother. You know what the Lord has given you, man. So why are you messing around? But hey, brother, that's on you. If you feel like, being plain, being lukewarm, half-assing, if that's what you want to do, brother, you go right ahead. But don't expect the Lord to do some, a miracle for you, something very miraculous, because you ain't doing nothing for the Most High. Jake wants the Lord to send an angel down and do some miraculous for him, and he can't even goddamn do a video. You can't even get your brothers to do the work. But you want the Lord to send an angel down to come and save you from Esau, right? Man, you guys better wake up and smell the coffee, bro. The Most High watching us all. You can have as if you want, player. But don't expect the Lord to do something for you miraculous, man. Because you can't even do the simple thing that he asks you, and that's to be a brother and to preach his gospel, man. Shalom.